Hello, everybody. Ashoka Hyde, and I'm back with another installment of the Loka Center versus Desert Wolf campaign, December 14th, 1941. All right, some base south of Batangas is captured. Hmm. Okay, what's this? What? Wait a minute. Why? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Two Japanese battleships. It looks like we have a Nagato or a Mutsu and maybe a Fuso. A couple of destroyers and a light cruiser against the Louisville. And what I don't understand here is why. Desert Wolf saw this yesterday. He saw these guys coming in. So why would he knowingly take this battle? He had to know there was probably something heavy in this. He drove him right into it. I don't know, man. I don't like it. I think this is a preventable engagement. Oh, that's a 14-inch shell. Listen, far be it for me to ever question Desert Wolf's decision making, okay? But I feel like he knew this was probably something heavy, and he had time to wave the Louisville off. I thought I would have sent it the complete other direction, but I don't know. I'll have to ask him what this is about. Woo! Man, how did the Louisville get out of there at all? That's shocking. So we saw that the Louisville took at least one full 14-inch shell, but there's no heavy damage or heavy fire, so it survived this. But I don't know. It seemed like an unnecessary engagement to begin with. See, Santa Maria. Yeah, so maybe he was trying to get away and he just couldn't get away fast enough. I don't know. Santa Maria would be the other direction of Brisbane. So we're back at it again. Let's see what we get on this one. This time Louisville starts off. Okay, Yamashiro. I was close. I said it was the Fuso. The Yamashiro was the sister ship to the Fuso. Oh, see. That's another 14-inch shell into the Louisville. If any of those shells from the Mutsu connect to this thing, it's lights out. Man, Louisville gets away again. I don't know how many times it can do that. It took another 14-inch shell. Still not showing heavy damage, though. Nope, can't get away. These guys aren't going to let it get away. I'm actually surprised that it's doing as well as it is right now with the hits it's taken. It's trying so hard to get away. Oh, that's the third. Yeah, there we go. That's the third 14-inch shell, and that one went through the armor. And it gets away again. But it ain't going anywhere fast with that damage. There we go. Now we got some fires. Nope. Can't get away. This is probably going to be the engagement that does it in. I'm impressed, though. I mean, that Louisville went down swinging. Or is swinging. I figured it would have been dead by now. Oh, now it's done. Yeah, that is a 16-inch shell right there. And it gets away again? Come on. Who's in charge of this Japanese task force? I'm not impressed. Do not let that get away. Huh. If that thing survives this, I will be shocked. Alright, it's just Japanese landing at the Gilberts. And Luganville. That's just smart. I'd grab that too. Pretty bold to be doing that out in the daylight. Yeah, out here though. I guess Loka doesn't know what's coming, of course, but I don't know. It's dangerous. Still doing this wake thing, huh? It's just got to be supply that's unloading here. Mm-hmm. Oh, bummer. Oh. What do we have here? This is a Japanese invasion of Port Moresby. That's what this is. And then it looks like an Allied AP was doing something here, and they both chose to evade. But that is quite a substantial invasion of Port Moresby. Okay. A Japanese destroyer task force catching up with some ships leaving or going into Rangoon. I don't think we need to watch this too long. Let's see how these torpedoes go. Not very good. But this should be kind of open and shut here. Alright, and all 4 of these ships are more or less sunk. Just outside of Rangoon. Okay, sweeps over Singapore, but Desert Wolf's not taking that bait. In the stratosphere again. Alright, so now we have P-35s on a sweep. So these guys are going to have the initiative. Let's see how they do with this. My guess is they may do better than we think here. Or not. They did kill 0, though. Okay, sweeping over Rangoon. Again, no opposition. The fighters are not here. Or if they're here, they're not flying. Okay, some minor hits of Manila. That's better. Manila again. Okay, another sweep of Midway. Now, I can't tell if this is just another drive-by or if it's something more substantial. That's Kido Butai doing that. Okay, that's a ground attack, because that means he's probably going to attack Hong Kong again. Okay, that's an airbase attack. Pretty decent attack by Japanese bombers today. Yeah, once again, his flak is just not... DW's flak is not working so well. But good weather here for us. He's bombing so high that basically no hits are achieved. There we go. Flak's waking up now. Hey, got some little bit of cap action here. This is what happens when you take these unescorted little piddly bombing attacks. No, I don't think the Hawks had enough guns to deal with this. So none are shot down, but we do damage some. What are we bombing here? Not entirely sure why DW would keep sending these guys, knowing that there's cap there. I don't see the Seagulls making it through. Nope. That was kind of suicidal. There's just no way. They're not going to make it through. Not with the cap. Okay, I lied. They're going to get through. What if they hit? Nah. Okay. One destroyed. Ooh. Build the beast going for Bima. Let's see what this is. Ooh, Chokai. What if we hit it? Oh. Darn it. Nothing there. 3,000 feet. Well, okay. It was a pretty benign airfield. Oh, well. Kind of knew that was going to happen. Pretty decent, calm air phase. Oh. Did you guys see that up there in your ADAC? All right, we got sweeps going in over Mersing. I'm guessing there's going to be another attack there today. Okay, Wildebeest going in for a second try. Oh, these are torpedoes, it sounds like. Oh, darn! Dang, look at that. Did you see that? There's a turret taken out. One of the turrets was hit on the Chokai. That's going to take out some firepower there. That was a good attack. Dang, these guys don't miss. All right. Uh-oh. Louisville ain't doing too good. Let's see what we get here. These are Type 2 Mod 2, so they may hit. Nope, they don't hit. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh. Man, if Loka didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck at all. Jeez. Well, that's not good for that thing. There it goes, guys. Louisville didn't make it. It sank. Dang it. All right. Nope. Okay. I guess we're landing at Guam now. Okay. I was wondering when that was going to happen. Okay. Moritai. And Port Moresby. Here's our invasion of Port Moresby. Pretty early on, too. 14th of December. Not bad. I wonder what unit this is. Well, I'm sure we'll find out right now. Guards, Mixed Brigade. Yep. The old Swiss Army knife. He picked it up and moved it right from Rabaul. Okay, now he's landing at Zamboanga. Okay, what do we got here? A shock attack on the rail line here between Sinyang and Hankow. And it's destroyed. This was a army headquarters. Okay, Hong Kong, what do you guys think? Is it going to fall today? I have no idea. Let's see. Oh, I think they might get it. No, did not get it again. Hong Kong hangs on, but the end is definitely near here. That's a lot of destroyed squads. I give this one more attack. I'm guessing next turn it'll fall. It has to. Okay, Lucena. Okay, Johor Bahru, which is the gateway to Singapore. .648 AV in that. Okay, Tulagi, it's undefended. And a bombardment, but there ain't nothing these guys are gonna do against this. These guys are dead ducks. When these guys attack tomorrow, they'll probably take it outright. Ooh. Look at this. What's happening here? For whatever reason, it looks like the Japanese have pulled out of Sinyang. Why would they do that? That's dangerous. I wouldn't want that base taken. That's not good at all. And it's not gonna go well. Alright, so this was an attempt to take Kuala Lumpur via airborne assault, but it did not work. He didn't bring enough troops here for this. If he had brought a larger group in, I think he may have been able to take it, because he got pretty good odds doing this, but not enough. Okay, Tarawa, this one undefended. There you have it. Hey, that's my base. Okay, we're back. Let's quickly take a look at how this turn worked out. Aircraft losses today. 14 for the Allies, 9 for the Japanese. Yeah, this activity near Malbon on Luzon has not been working out good for Desert Wolf the last couple days here. He's starting to lose more aircraft here for not as much gain. Ship sunk last turn. The Louisville got sunk. I didn't see that coming, and I don't really understand what happened with that. Maybe Desert Wolf can chime in the comments after he watches this. I don't know why he drove that into that task force. But then again, maybe he wasn't trying to, because I did see that it was trying to retreat to Santa Maria, and we'll look at where that's at. I doubt the Ushio sank last turn. All right, and there's your numbers. Real quick, since we mentioned the Louisville, let's see where Santa Maria is at. I believe it's a dot base somewhere. There it is. All right, so I'm guessing then that he had the Louisville set to retreat to Santa Maria, which would have been like due east, and maybe this task force just caught up to it, but it just seemed kind of weird. I don't know. 2 turns ago, it was heading towards Brisbane, so maybe Desert Wolf will let us know. All right, so looking at Alaska, we see Kido still hanging off near Midway. Don't know why. But at this point, I'm wondering if they're heading towards Wake to support this landing and get these guys ashore and get the base taken, because this is turning into a bit of a time sink for Loka. So I'm guessing that Kido Butai is going to head over there to support that. Just a guess. Looking at Alaska, I see something here. There's something near Adak, and I don't know what this is. There are PBYs here that should be able to spot this. So hopefully we get some more visibility. Is this an invasion of the Aleutians, or is this just something else? I don't know. So we'll watch this. So in China, I see a development here that I think is actually bad for Loka. So there's 600 AV of Chinese troops in this base, and that is absolutely more than enough to take it. He's only got a couple engineer regiments in here. Additionally, there's another 250 some odd troops that should be in here next turn. So there's about, I don't know, 900 assault value worth of Chinese troops in Xinjiang, and that represents a significant issue. And here's why I think this is an issue. To me, one of the most important things you can do as a Japanese player early on is secure this rail line here, because this is the lifeblood between Manchukuo and the Kwantung Army and all of this stuff down here. And right now, this rail line is completely cut off, and he hasn't even moved to take Changchao yet. And as long as we hold Xinjiang, this rail line stops basically here. So I don't know why Loka elected to give it up. Now he's falling back to retake it, but there's no good roads here, guys. This is very slow moving up here right now. It's going to take him days, probably about 6 to 7 days to get from here back into Xinjiang. And these guys, I don't know where they're going, but this whole thing down here is not making any sense to me. And us taking Xinjiang is actually very bad for the Japanese, at least for the midterm. It'll take a while to get enough troops in here to get these guys out. I still don't know what this is about down here. I don't think the Japanese are ever strong enough for a southern drive early in the campaign. And with the rail line completely severed here, there's no way to get reinforcements from Kwantung down in here anyway. So where these guys are going, I have no idea, but I don't see them getting very far. And then Fortress Wenchao continues to grow in strength every day. This is going to be a problem for Loka when it comes time. Quickly looking at the Philippines, he's now in Manila and he's still in Clark, but I still don't think there's enough troops here to do much with either one. So I'll watch it. I'm going to kind of not say anything else until I see what happens, but it doesn't look particularly exciting to me. Mindanao stuff is pretty normal. He just landed at Zamboanga, which is good and bad. It's good for him and it's bad for us because we're actually got some aircraft here that need to be evacuated. So hopefully Desert Wolf gets at least the P-40E out of here in these Beauforts. The P-40B is probably done for because I doubt it's going to get repaired in time to fly. But you never know. Maybe it will. Okay. A little bit of offensive action by the Japanese just south of Rangoon. He's hunting ships here. There's not much else to say about that. Oh, I did talk to Desert Wolf about this, and the reason that his aircraft were resting in Rangoon last turn was because they had been flying long-range cap, and he was trying to get their fatigue levels down. So some of those guys are now here in Basaine, and the rest of the fighters ended up basically here in Lashio. In Malaya, we had a failed paradrop here. They didn't take the base. And the gateway to Singapore, Johor Bahru, was taken today. 600 AV was what did that. If he were to go into Singapore right now with that force, they would be absolutely shredded. So he's probably going to have to hold here for a while until more troops unload at Mersing, or the rest of the main body works their way down this road or via the rail line to Singapore. But quite honestly, that's days away because he still has to open up these rail lines here. So I just don't see Singapore falling before the end of the month. Not at the rate that it's going. But again, I've been wrong before. All right, taking a look to the Dutch East Indies. The only other thing I see is the Chokai is over here. And it took 2 bombs during the replay from these guys right here. These Wildebeests are just so good. These biplanes are killing it right now. Flying 3,000 feet, naval attack. These pilots, let's see, Nav B. Yeah, they're capable enough to hit stuff. That's pretty okay, right? Low naval's even better, but I don't think he wants to risk losing the pilots to the flak at that altitude. But anyway, they hit the Chokai with 2 bombs and actually took out one of the 8-inch gun turrets. So that's it's not so good for that ship. It's gonna have to go back into a shipyard to get repaired. All right, so I didn't expect this quickly, but the Guards Mixed Brigade has landed at Port Moresby. We did not see them coming, and I'm thinking it's probably because these guys are resting and or being used to pick up troops and move them around. So that's my guess. They were engaged in transport missions before, and now they're resting, and we didn't see the unload go down here. So the Guards Mixed Brigade is at Port Moresby, and I don't think it's going to have any trouble blowing through these guys anytime soon. All right. And as we get near the end here, I have an interesting development for you. So the Louisville got sunk in the Coral Sea here by some battleships. And if you look here, we see an American carrier task force just north of New Caledonia. But there's a catch. Look at this. You ready? It looks like Desert Wolf kind of ran this thing out of gas. He full sped it in here. And now they don't really have enough fuel to go anywhere. And they didn't make contact with that battleship task force. I'm not sure if Desert Wolf counted the hexes and was able to determine if this was going to work or not. But they came up short. We don't see the battleships. And now we have a critical fuel issue. And at this point in time, there are no AOs around here at all. Right? There's no replenishment ships, no oilers. There's no fuel at any of these other bases to speak of that's actually useful. So, in my opinion, the only thing that the Enterprise can do here now is, see, it's set to go to Rockhampton, right? Not good enough. So, I'm guessing because the port level here is, well, okay. You can go to Rockhampton or you can go to Brisbane. I would think it'd be smarter at this point to head to Brisbane. So, here's what I would do. Put these guys back on mission speed and return to Brisbane. And even with this, the Enterprise is going to have to use some of its fuel to refuel at least the Fanning and the Dunlap. The other thing that is a concern here for me with this fuel state is carrier operations. So it's my I've never sat down and actually done the math and calculated it. It's my perception when the carriers are actually launching strike missions and doing combat that they burn a ton of fuel even if they're at mission speed. Because think about it. Again, you guys that have been playing longer, back me up on this. If I'm wrong, correct me. But it's been my perception playing the game. Whenever your carriers are at mission speed or launching aircraft, the fuel burns up as if they were at full speed for that turn. The reason being is in order to launch and recover the aircraft, carriers have to run up to basically full speed to get enough wind over the deck to get the aircraft off the deck quicker. But when you go to full speed, you're at flank speed or close to it, so you're burning a lot of fuel. And then all these guys have to burn a lot of fuel to keep up with the carrier as they launch and recover aircraft. So I think that if Desert Wolf runs into the enemy battleships next turn and ends up launching strikes, this fuel situation is going to turn red really quick. So Desert Wolf needs to be very careful here with how he operates this task force. And I think at this point, its best bet is to head to Brisbane and refuel. It's going to take them about 2.5 days to get there. Rockhampton, it wouldn't be any better. And it's a smaller port. See, size 3 port to a size 5 port. They might be able to dock this entire thing here in Brisbane. And there's shipyard facilities here too, to repair all of this system damage that these ships have accrued. Maybe not the Enterprise. The Enterprise would have to go down to Sydney. But the rest of these destroyers could probably patch up this major damage that they took full speeding into here. So, kind of dicey right now. We'll see how this works out. Looking a bit further to the east, we see the Lexington Task Force, which is a lot more healthy fuel-wise. Currently navigating towards Funafuti, but I'm pretty sure it's going to continue down this way anyway. So, other than this fuel state being dangerously low, this task force is quite healthy. And the Japanese are actually in danger right now overall. Strategically, I would say that they're in danger in this area because we know for a fact they don't have any carrier support. Their land base there isn't here yet, or if it is, it's not going to be very potent because Rabaul is not really built up or set up to do any kind of major air operations. So, temporarily, tactically dangerous for the Enterprise, but strategically dangerous for the Japanese, given what they've done with Kirobutai. And this whole Japanese attempt at Hawaii has basically gutted the Kirobutai and kept it on station a lot longer than I think it probably typically would. I would think that if he did more of a conventional one-day Pearl Harbor strike, he would be down this way by now, right? He'd be getting kind of close to moving into the South Pacific. And now it's dangerous for the carriers, but since Desert Wolf knows where the carriers are at, it's safe enough for him to operate his carriers down here, and the Japanese have nothing to counter that at this time. So a big chess game on the map. Anyway, I think I've talked enough, but I hope you appreciate my analysis, and I hope I'm correct here. Desert Wolf has been very good about sending me PMs on my Discord channel, letting me know what his thoughts were, or telling me if I was right or wrong. Or he'll even comment on these videos and kind of just set the story straight. So I hope he continues to do that, and I hope I'm actually reading the situation right. I'll catch you guys on the next one.